Every night you make a promise. Tomorrow is different. Tomorrow you wake up early. Tomorrow you start. And then morning comes, and that person who made all those promises is completely gone, replaced by someone who just wants 5 more minutes. So what happened? Where did that motivated version of you go? And why does this keep happening, night after night, morning after morning? Most people think this is a discipline problem. They blame themselves, they call themselves lazy, they set more alarms, make bigger promises, and the cycle repeats. But here is what nobody is telling you. This is not a character flaw. This is not weakness. This is your brain working exactly the way it was designed to work. And until you understand what is actually happening inside your head at night versus in the morning, you will keep losing this battle every single day. This isn't a new problem. Even history's greatest achievers faced the same gap. There was a Roman general named Julius Caesar, one of the most disciplined, decisive, high-output humans who ever lived. He conquered territories, ran an empire, wrote detailed war commentaries while actively commanding battles. And yet, historians note that Caesar was famous for his late-night planning sessions. His most ambitious ideas, his boldest strategies, his greatest decisions, all conceived after dark. But here is what history also tells us. Caesar had a system. He did not trust his nighttime mind to execute. He used it only to plan. And when morning came, decision was already made. The path was already chosen. All he had to do was move. This is the philosophical distinction most people completely miss. Your nighttime self and your morning self are not the same person. They never were. The Stoics understood this deeply. Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations, and this is extraordinary coming from an emperor. He wrote about how hard it was to get out of bed in the morning, how his mind would argue with him, convince him to stay warm, stay comfortable, stay still. And his solution was not motivation, it was a pre-made decision. He decided the night before what kind of man he was going to be in the morning. So when morning came, there was nothing left to decide, just action. Now let us go inside the brain, because what is happening here is not poetic, it is pure neuroscience. At night, your brain operates under something called reduced cognitive load. The decisions of the day are behind you, the social pressures are gone, the demands have stopped. And in that mental space, your prefrontal cortex, the ambitious, visionary, long-term thinking part of your brain, finally gets room to breathe. It starts imagining, planning, dreaming, and it feels incredible. That feeling is real. That motivation is real. Your brain genuinely means every word of every promise it makes at midnight. But here is what happens between midnight and 6 in the morning. Your brain goes through multiple sleep cycles, and in the final cycle, just before you wake, something called sleep inertia kicks in. Your prefrontal cortex, the same ambitious part that was fired up last night, is the last part of your brain to fully wake up. The first parts to activate are the older, more primitive parts, the parts that prioritize survival, warmth, safety, rest. So, when your alarm goes off, you are not lazy, you are neurologically incomplete. Your ambitious brain has not fully come online yet, and the part of your brain that is running the show in those first minutes is the part that was designed to keep you alive in a cave, not conquer your goals in 2026. A 2019 study published in the Journal of Sleep Research confirmed that sleep inertia significantly impairs decision-making, motivation, and cognitive performance for up to 30 minutes after waking. 30 minutes where your brain is essentially fighting against you. Let us make this painfully relatable. It's 11 at night, you're lying in bed, phone in hand, and suddenly you are on fire. You are going to wake up at 5, work out, eat clean, be productive. You might even open your notes app and start writing a plan. The energy feels limitless. The version of you at 11 p.m. is genuinely unstoppable. Then 6 a.m. hits, and it's like someone replaced that person with a completely different human being, one who genuinely cannot remember why any of those things seemed important 8 hours ago. The plan is still in your notes app, but it feels like it was written by a stranger. This happens because your nighttime brain evaluates future reward very differently than your morning brain does. At night, with low stress and high imagination, future rewards feel vivid, exciting, and close. But in the morning, with sleep inertia still active, those same rewards feel distant, uncertain, and not worth the immediate discomfort of leaving a warm bed. This is not weakness. This is a documented neurological gap between your planning brain and your executing brain. And the people who have cracked this, the ones who actually do what they planned, they didn't find more discipline. They found a smarter system. 4 steps to close the gap between your nighttime motivation and your morning execution, starting tonight. Step 1. Make the decision at night, not in the morning. Don't leave anything for morning you to figure out. Lay out your clothes, write your first task, set your intention. Because morning you is neurologically compromised for the first 30 minutes. Don't give that version of you any decisions to make. Just one instruction. Start here. Step 2. Shrink the first action to 30 seconds. Don't tell yourself you're going to work out for an hour. Tell yourself you're going to put on your shoes. That's it. Just shoes. Your brain can handle 30 seconds, and 30 seconds is all it takes to begin. Because once you start, momentum takes over almost every time. Step 3. Get light immediately. Open the curtains, step outside, splash cold water on your face. Natural light directly signals your brain to shut down melatonin production and accelerate prefrontal cortex activation. You're not just waking up your body, you're waking up the ambitious part of your brain faster. Step 4. Stop negotiating with your morning self. The moment you start negotiating, 5 more minutes, maybe I'll start tomorrow, you've already lost. The negotiation itself is the trap. Marcus Aurelius knew this. He did not negotiate. He decided the night before, and in the morning, he simply honored that decision. Treat morning you like an employee who just needs clear instructions. No arguments, no excuses, just execution. Here is the truth I want you to carry from this video. The motivated person you are at night is not fake. That version of you is completely real. The vision is real. The energy is real. The desire is real. The only problem is you keep asking your morning brain, the most compromised version of your brain, to make decisions that your nighttime brain already made perfectly. Caesar didn't win battles by being more motivated than his enemies. He won because his decisions were made before the battle started. Your morning is the battle, and your night is where you win it. Stop waiting for morning motivation. It was never coming. Start designing your morning the night before, and watch how the person you are at 11 p.m. finally shows up at 6 a.m. If this video made something click, like it, share it with someone who struggles to get out of bed, and subscribe to Brainora, because every week we turn the hidden science of your brain into tools you can use tomorrow morning. Not someday, tomorrow. The alarm is going to go off. This time, don't negotiate, just move.